When was the last time you bought a video game system and didn't even want to play it? That's what just happened to me, so I thought I'd make a video explaining why that might just happen to you if you go out and buy a Quest 3 right now. And make sure you stick around to the end because that's where I reveal my biggest issue by far. You don't want to miss that. It's coming up in just a few minutes. First off, think about who's buying a Quest 3. Who are you right now? I'm guessing, dollars to donuts, that you're not a brand new VR user. You're somebody who has a Quest 2 and you're looking to upgrade to the Quest 3. See, the difference is when you had that Quest, the original one out there, like, yeah, some people had it, but most people that got into the Quest 2 were new users. The Quest 2 brought so many new users into VR. Really, even, it revolutionized. I mean, yeah, I had a Quest 1 first, but man, the jump to the Quest 2 was just like by far like, whoa, like we're here now. I can actually like really enjoy this. The real screen door is gone. Okay, so that was a huge jump right off the bat. I couldn't put my Quest 2 down. I never touched my original Quest again. So what happened to me yesterday when my Quest 3 got here? Well, this is now people who are looking to go from a PS1 to a PS2, right? This isn't somebody who's never played a video game anymore who's now jumping into a PS2 and saying, wow, that's an amazing system, right? And it's the same thing. You're not getting a bunch of people who never played VR before jumping into a Quest 3 and saying, wow, that's amazing. If they are that person, yeah, they're gonna freaking love it and it's the best thing ever. But for anybody who's gotten a Quest 2 and you're looking to upgrade, it's like somebody who's had a PS1 and then looking to upgrade to a PS2. What did you look forward to? You look forward to a huge jump up in graphics, right? You look forward to better games with better gameplay. And you looked forward to, most often, those games being played or bundled with those consoles like right off the bat. And the biggest thing that I'm seeing as a problem right now with the Quest 3, first of all, is that okay, like you've been watching all of these YouTubers telling you how much better it is and it's the best thing yet, it's the best standalone and it's really great and all the specs, look at these. These numbers on a Quest 3 are twice as big as the numbers that you see on a Quest 2. It must be a great headset. And yeah, it's true. You got a bunch of technical people telling you all the technical stuff is better. And while that's great, imagine being sold on a PS2 when you're sitting there waiting, you've had a PS1 for 2 years and the PlayStation 2 is about to come out and you keep getting told like, wow, look at these numbers, they're twice as big as your PlayStation 1. But then you get a PlayStation 2 and there's no new games out that really showcase any of those new numbers. So all you're doing is playing backwards compatible games that you already had on your PlayStation 1 and they look a little bit better. So it's like, wait a minute. What did I just do? Because I didn't just buy the higher memory version of the Quest 3, which is like, I don't know, $600 or whatever it is. Dude, I bought the Elite strap and I bought these grips for the controller. That was $30, $60, that's an extra $100. So now I'm up to like $750. And I bought like the 2-year plan on it so that if anything breaks or anything, I can get coverage. Okay, that was another like $50, $750, $800, somewhere around there. It's $800, and we haven't even stopped the spending. Stick around to the end because if you did all of that stuff, you're still not done spending, and I'll get to that. Because this is unplayable as it is. I can tell you right now, having a Quest 2 with this head strap, this is unplayable. I will not put this on until something like this gets added. So we'll get to that. Stick around. There's your tease. I will tell you some good things about the Quest 3 that I noticed right off the bat. I don't want to just sit here being negative because there are some positives. When I put it on and I did the breakthrough, like first touch thing that they do on every headset that kind of gets you acclimated to the new, like it's what they designed to show off the new headset. Like a PS2 can do this versus a PS1, right? That's great. But think about that. Did a PS2 ever have like a specific little BS demo game that was created strictly to show you how much better it was than its predecessor, the PlayStation 1? No, it just came out with awesome games. Like, hey, here, check this out. Here's Metal Gear Solid. Compare that to PlayStation 1. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you would just be like, damn, look at all these. Oh my God, I just can't stop playing because the games were awesome. Now, what I had was an awesome new experience with mixed reality. I will tell you right now, it wasn't even like it was brand new because I saw some of the YouTubers putting out like these little teasers of what they were playing And yeah, you're shooting around little aliens in your house, but I'll tell you, even until you experience it firsthand with my dog laying here on the couch and me being able to see him and little aliens jumping over him, dude, that's a new level of immersion that had me giggling the same way as when I put on the VR Quest 1 for the first time. I was like, oh my God, right? Like they do a really good job of like showing you like, dude, this is where we're going. And this headset, yes, it is absolutely awesome. So there's really nothing that you can do with it to show off its awesomeness until new games start popping out. All you're doing is playing backwards compatible games. So great. Do they look that much better? Here's the thing that's awesome about it. It's the pancake lenses. Now I play a lot of VR golf, okay? So we'll talk about that in a second too. But I play in like a league where like, you know, scores are tracked. Golf Plus, that game is awesome. If you haven't gotten into it, they're doing like tournaments now and everything. It's great. So I play all the time. I'm pretty serious about it. I take it very seriously. I yell very loudly when I hit a bad shot, just like in regular golf. Anyway, so I put on the headset and I turned on the golf game at first. And what I noticed the biggest difference was the sweet spot in these lenses to see clearly is the whole lens. Whereas the sweet spot in these lenses on a Quest 2 is like the size of a dime. You know that. If you ever played a Quest 2, if these are the lenses, the sweet spot is like the size of your, you know, the diameter of your finger. And then as soon as you start looking around the edges, it's really blurry. But in here in the middle, it's absolutely perfect, right? Well, I mean, as much as it can be. Here on the Quest 3, I have to give it, it's amazing. The whole lens, all of it, is equally as clear. So like, for me, when I'm golfing, whenever I look down at my ball, especially when I'm putting, there's no way for that top-heavy Quest 2, it just kind of like sinks a little bit, and then it's not like the sweet spot is just out, and I'm looking at a blurry ball when I putt every time. There's no way to do it unless I absolutely jam that thing on my face, make it so tight that it's completely uncomfortable and I can't play it anyway. So I'm always constantly putting with a little bit of a blurry ball. That was not even close to the case with the Quest 3. I looked down, and no matter where I was, I could look down, I could look up. You can literally, like with your eyeballs, look all around the lenses, and it's all just equally as clear. And that is just like, oh man, way to go. Meta, I gotta give it to you. Awesome job with the pancake lenses. And if you're like, well, how much bigger of a difference of an upgrade is it? Do you remember when the Quest 2, like a couple months ago, just kind of did that huge upgrade where you did an update where like it unlocked a whole bunch of new power, and they were showing the thumbnails of like, this is what it was and this is what it's gonna be now. And it's like, yeah, I remember that, because one day I just like turned on my Quest 2 and I was like, wow, all the words just look a lot clearer. That's basically what it's like. It's like that much of a jump. If you remember that jump, it's that much of a jump, and it's all around the lenses. That's the biggest thing for me. So I was like really excited about that. It's awesome. But we got to talk about these controllers. So first of all, these things, as soon as I put them on, the grips, I was like, oh wow, they figured it out. They're amazing. They just sit so snug in your hand. I mean, you can make them as tight or as loose as you want. And yeah, they're absolutely great. But the original straps that they come with, these, like this version on a Quest 3 controller, do not trust this one bit. Check this out. I broke mine within 5 swings of attaching it to a golf controller. It ripped off and shot across the room in the middle of my 5th swing attached to a golf controller. I heard it just, I felt it obviously come out, and then just whoosh, just smashed into something. Thank God it wasn't my dog. I never swing knowing that he's in front of me. I always make sure he's like perpendicular so that it wouldn't hurt him. But oh my God, if it did, this thing would have absolutely, I can't even imagine if it hit a toddler, a person, an animal. Look what it did to the leg of my table, my God. So yeah, it just is very flimsy, and it's not like it popped out of place. It literally just ripped out because of the force of my 155-pound swing. Like, I'm not a huge dude, man. So using them with the Quest Pro controllers like this rubber strap is like really well made, and it's not coming out, and I've been swinging this all around and doing whatever I want, and this thing feels really great. If you play golf, I definitely absolutely would use the Pro controllers, which do work with the Quest 3 as soon as you update to the newest version of the Quest 3. So that, that is what it is. But I've already sent this right controller flying across the room into the leg of a chair, of a table, smashing it, and then the battery thing flew off, and then I found it halfway across the room. Put it back together and it works fine. So got to give it to it there. They're pretty sturdy. I can attest to that. But I mean, you're not going to want to use those with a golf attachment unless there's like something that's made that like, goes over and holds this thing on from the edge. Because that's what you used to do. These with the ring, as soon as they took the ring off, I was like, oh, what are we going to do now? Because you have this like strap that goes over the ring and then attaches, and like that's not going anywhere. That's not going anywhere. This is a dead eye if you have a Quest 2. These things are great. But yeah, I mean, all right, anyway, so that's golf. That's controllers. Be careful. They are very nice. I like them a lot. I like these grips. They were like $35 more, another thing you're going to have to spend some money on. So yeah, my Elite strap didn't come in the mail. I'm waiting for it. I guess it's going to come the next couple days. Like my grips and my Quest 3 came like the morning of the 10th. I still don't have the head strap, and it's saying that it was delivered, so we'll see what happens there. But it doesn't even matter. I wouldn't even go and get the Elite head strap. I would wait for a third-party one that feels like this, because I remember when I had the Quest 2, I could only play for like 20 or 30 minutes until I started getting like uncomfortable on my face. And I can tell you right now, this is what I was saying at the beginning, like you're going to want to wait till the end for. If you're just going out and you're like excited about their branding for like the orange or the blue or the gray, like straps, dude, it's like saying like, hey, I've got an orange piece of garbage. Would you like it? I literally just went to the toilet and took a dump and spray painted it orange. Would you like it now because it's a new color? You'd be like, it's still a piece of crap. This is not playable. It's not playable. If you're somebody that's brand new and you're just getting into VR, you'd be like, oh, wow, this is amazing. I never knew anything different. But if you've ever used anything other than a stock headset, head strap, like you're not going to play. I can't. It gave me a headache. I had such a headache trying to get it like dialed in. There's no going. I mean, this feels like a cloud on my head. This feels like a cloud on my head. And there are versions of this that are coming out for the 3. So I would absolutely, but that's another $100 you're going to have to spend. So now I'm up around like $850, $9, something like that. So the question really becomes like, is this headset worth it for $900? Because you're getting the big one, you're upgrading stuff, you're buying attachments. Like, you're not just buying the headset. So, do I regret buying it? I'm glad that I have it. I'm the kind of guy that always wants to get the new stuff when it comes out. But there's really no reason for me to play it other than the golf is just a little bit better. I play a lot of stuff in golf already, but basically the games I already played are the games I'm going to be playing on this. There's no real new game to showcase how great it's going to be. I know I have a headset that's going to be great. That is true. Once the games start getting optimized for them, yeah, it's going to be awesome. But if you're a casual VR player who's got a Quest 2, there's no reason to get this right now. Like there's no reason to get it right now. There's nothing you're missing out on. Other than like if you're dying to spend $1,000 so that you can have the full lens to look around instead of just the sweet spot, like okay, that was basically me. I get it, but that's all you're getting. You're not getting any new games. The mixed reality thing was fun. That was neat. But like there's not a lot out there, and most of what is out there is kind of gimmicky anyway. So what are you buying, right? You want to look at a Pimax Crystal? Because I mean, we're starting to get into like the range of like really upper level headsets now. At $1,000, like this is no longer just a little $299 gets everybody into VR. At $650, you're looking for a really decent upgrade, and they gave it to you with nothing to showcase those capabilities. So I'd probably just wait until better games come out. You know, cool, I got Asgard's Wrath along with my bundle, a $60 game that I can't play until it comes out. Like, what is that about? Why is that not ready yet? What are we doing? It makes no sense. I'm gonna keep you updated. If you like this and you enjoy this, please hammer this like button for me so I can get this information out to as many people as possible. I'm trying to get back into this channel again. I kind of had it on hiatus, you know, about a year. But I really do miss this stuff, and I love talking to you guys about it, and girls, and anybody who wants to chat VR, who wants to talk one wheels, who wants to talk adventures, doing stuff that's fun, and just getting that inner child out, and really enjoying and embracing the fun side of life. That's what this channel is about, and if you enjoy that, then go ahead and subscribe. I'll see you on the next one.